We've officially finished the first season of a new era of the WNBA. Fans are packing into arenas, teams are now flying private jets, and the media is buzzing with all things women's hoops. The key reason for that is the fandom being brought on by this new group of rookies. College basketball viewers fell in love with players like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. The question remained, while they were in college though, how quickly could they replicate this level of play in the pros? That's what we're here to answer. We'll be going through the top 7 draft picks from 2024 and see how good are these players actually.
And now Clark comes up with a steal. Clark thought about pulling up from 3, will dip inside. Back Benley. Here's Clark, a good look from 3. She got it! Here's Clark off a screen, gets a look, and...
Starting from pick number 1 and working our way down, we have Ms. Women's Basketball. Caitlin Clark lit the entire nation on fire with her scoring run in college. The Indiana Fever had back-to-back number 1 overall picks now, with Aaliyah Boston drafted the year prior. A lot of people were confident Clark would roll up to the league and immediately dominate. And although there were some bumpy games initially, for the most part, fans were right. Clark averaged 19 points and led the league in assists with 8.4 a game. A rookie leading a league in playmaking is not something you see every day. Caitlin also kept the deep ball flying with 9 attempts a game on 34% shooting. With their new rookie phenom, the Fever improved from 7 games below 500 to now being the 6th seed in the playoffs. There's been improved games from co-stars Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, but Clark has become the maestro for the offense and is running it perfectly. She runs everything so well that we have to include a whole WNBA record book section for her already, from just 1 year in the league. Main ones to highlight are as follows. Rookie single-season records for scoring and 3-pointers, single-season record for the league in assists, as well as the single-game record for assists at 19. First triple-double by a rookie and first rookie to have multiple triple-doubles. And then finally, the fastest player to reach 350 points and 150 assists to start a WNBA season regardless of years in the league. There's more in there. We just don't have time to talk about all of them. All of this to say, yeah, Caitlin Clark is the real deal. Case closed.
Brink going right at McCowan. And Brink gets it to fall as she hits her wallet. Uses Hamby as a screen. Cross-court pass, Cam. Slot 3, Cameron Brink.
LA wants to run. They want to push pace. Brink with the trail. Get McCowan into space and then attack it. And now you're in trail. Nurse finds her. You can see where McCowan's playing off of her.
With the 2nd overall pick, the LA Sparks took Cameron Brink. Brink was a defensive phenom at Stanford as well as a media giant. She brought not just a defensive anchor presence to a rebuilding team, but also a new level of excitement and buzz. Unfortunately, her season was cut short after tearing her ACL. Although the injury took away what could have been a snowballing rookie season, we were still able to get a glimpse of how Brink's game will continue to develop. Her offensive numbers don't explode at just 7.5 points and 5 rebounds a game. But something to note is her making 32% on limited attempts beyond the arc. If she could continue to develop this part of her game, Brink could be the ultimate stretch big in today's game, because the defense capabilities are already at the pro level. She already was averaging the 3rd highest block rate in the league at 2.3 a game. The former Naismith Defensive Player of the Year has the IQ and quick hands to deter opponents around the rim. The main 2 things to expand on is continuing to build strength and foul less. Brink averaged 4 fouls in her limited rookie season. For all you NBA fans out there, think of the early days of Rickea Jackson Jr., who, once able to figure that part out, became a Defensive Player of the Year winner. Could Brink follow that same trajectory?
It can be with Caitlin Clark.
Cardoso on the offensive glass, keeps it alive and sticks it in the Indiana run. A lot of substitutions for Chicago. Still inside. Reese the shovel. Cardoso the finish.
She might be able to become a perennial candidate, but this next draft pick will be battling her for the award every year. The Chicago Sky took 6 feet 7 inches center Camila Cardoso with the 3rd pick. Cardoso earned SEC Defensive Player of the Year twice in college after averaging 2.5 blocks a game. She has quick hands like Brink, but that extra 3 inches in height and 6 feet 8 inches wingspan makes her a physical presence anywhere on the court. Chicago's starting center averaged 10 points, 8 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks her rookie season. Not jaw-dropping numbers, but not everyone can be dominant right away like Clark, or Cardoso's rookie teammate, who we'll get to at the end. Still, Camila looks to have set a great foundation to build upon in years to come. Being one of the tallest players in the league, you might be tempted to tag on the stereotypical super big center attributes. And yes, she might not have a developed outside game, but you can't hack-a-shack her like you might be tempted to try. Cardoso averaged 72% from the free throw line, which shows promise. She might be able to build herself a respectful mid-range game eventually. Although the Sky missed this year's playoffs, they'll be poised to make a run in the coming years.
41% from beyond the arc in her career against LA, which is the most against any team, as Jackson able to get the bucket and the foul.
They miss him. And Rickea Jackson gets aggressive early. We saw her
Arguably invaluable over these last couple of games, as Jackson
even. And Jackson just finds a way.
Next up, we have the other LA Sparks pick in the lottery, Rickea Jackson. Rickea was regarded as the top prospect on the wing in this year's draft. She's a dynamic scorer with 20 points a game her final season at Tennessee, as well as rounding out her game with 8 rebounds and 2 assists. LA took Jackson's 3-level scoring to pair with Brink's stifling defense. At the time of the draft, people seemed to want to talk much more about the Sky's rookie duo, but the Sparks might have walked away with a much more versatile duo. Jackson started all but 5 games for the Sparks and averaged 13 points and 4 rebounds. For a rookie scorer on a team that only won 7 games, that's pretty solid. She's also had scoring outbursts as high as 25 points. Don't let that awful record make you think this Sparks team isn't hungry. In their final game of the season, Jackson managed to get ejected after an altercation with Brittany Griner. She's ready to go up against anybody, even the tallest player in the league.
With the 5th pick in the 2024 WNBA Draft, the Dallas Wings select Jacy Sheldon, Ohio State University.
Was actually in 1987. That was in LA NCAA tournament for the first time since 2014. That'd be another 3 from outside. That one connects at Sheldon.
With the 6th pick in the 2024 WNBA Draft, the Washington Mystics select Aaliyah Edwards, University of Connecticut.
Edwards managed to get that rebound off of Jones. In transition, gets it to Engsler for the layup. Really good pass. Up ahead, inside.
Yeah, the connectivity for Washington has been great. You see the great pass there by the rookie, Aaliyah Edwards, downstairs to Emily Engsler, and Washington with
Jacy Sheldon and Aaliyah Edwards, respectively, weren't walking into as big of roles as a team like Sparks might offer, but instead neither team made the playoffs. For Mystics rookie Aaliyah Edwards, it's a promising side. The team was scratching a playoff spot with her in and out of the starting lineup as a rookie. She averaged just short of 8 points and 6 rebounds. At 6'3", she has a strong frame to get in the paint and go big or go home. Back at UConn, Edwards averaged 2.5 offensive boards a game. Although that was basically cut in half in the pros, at 1.4, she still helped Washington address their rebounding issue from last year. Her steady mid-range game seemed to translate nicely to the pros as well. And for Wings rookie Jacy Sheldon, she started half the season and averaged 5 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. At 5'10", she ranges on the bigger side for point guards in the league. She used this and her quickness to keep true to her aggressive defensive identity from college. Although she only averaged 5 points a game, she hit 18 points a game at Ohio State on 37% accuracy from deep. I'd expect her role to continue to grow and make a name for herself as a solid leader on both sides of the floor.
Decision making, but right there, Reese plucks it away.
Carter goes to Reese. Count the bucket. And the
Momentum
foul.
right now swings to the Chicago Sky, and it's been their defense that has really made the biggest difference. Their ability to get out into the...
For Chicago, as Reese trying to get behind the defense does count the bucket. And Reese will get a chance for one more.
The degree of difficulty on this catch was big time. I don't know how...
But if we're looking for leaders on both sides of the floor, look no further than Angel Reese with the Chicago Sky. There was worry by scouts that being a 6'3" college center might not work out as great in the WNBA. She has the play style of a traditional center, but in a body typically playing the forward position. This caused her to fall further in the draft than some fans might have expected. After averaging 21 points, 15 rebounds, and almost 2 blocks in college. Plus, she was almost as synonymous with women's basketball as Caitlin Clark became in her final 2 years at LSU. The Chicago Sky decided that Reese had too high a potential to not be picked at number 7. This immediately gave the team their front court of the future with Reese and Cardoso, plus the ultimate Caitlin Clark kryptonite. The two key players that stopped her from any college championships now played for the same team. The rivalry between the players has only continued in the pros. Reese has broken multiple records in pursuit of Clark's notoriety. She led the league in rebounds with 13.1 a game. This broke the single-season record, which was just recently broken by MVP Aja Wilson. She also became the first player to have 3 consecutive 20-rebound-plus games. This culminated in her also getting the consecutive double-double record at 15. Safe to say Reese is here, and she's coming for a championship sooner than later. So there you have it, the key names from this year's WNBA Draft class and how they translated into the league. I think it's safe to say the class was as good as advertised, if not even better. So here's my question to you. Who's the first to win a championship? Let me know down below, and thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to our channel.